Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really beautiful example of a Kellogg wooden wall crank telephone, and this is Jeff's telephone from Vermont, and it's in very good condition. It has some issues, but all in all, it's a really perfect example of a Kellogg wooden wall. And so one of the things that we want to do with this telephone is get a bell clapper cover that goes in between the two bells. And that's missing on this telephone. He has his lightning arrestor here on the side. There also is an issue with a piece of wood that's up in the corner here by the eyelet where you would mount the telephone. And I do believe we can get that back in and covered up, and I don't think that'll be really noticeable, so I don't think that'll be a big issue. He also has a receiver capsule cloth cord that's original to the period of this telephone, and I'd like to try to save this. So if we can save this original style cord, we will. We could replace it with some other newer cord, but it would be pretty cool to use the original one, or the original one that it came in with that's probably been with it for a very long time. His receiver capsule is in very good condition, and what we're going to do in the conversion of this telephone is we're going to install a newer style microphone in his transmitter, and we're going to install a receiver capsule in his receiver and a network board so that he will have the clarity on transmit and receive to use this telephone every day, and you wouldn't know any difference if you were on a telephone that was 100 years old or from a brand new phone. So another issue that we have to take care of is when you crank the crank here for the magneto and ring the bells, we have to design a circuit so that when somebody walks up to this telephone and cranks it, that it does not backfeed any voltage into the telephone line. I don't think it would hurt anything. It's just not a good idea to do that, and we always install a circuit that prevents any back-fed voltage into the telephone line. We also need to create a bell circuit so that when the telephone rings and he gets a call, his bells will ring. And then we also want to install a modular port for the line so that he can plug any kind of a length line cord into this telephone that he wants. And so we'll be working on this telephone and rewiring it. I want to give you a look at the inside of this telephone. It's in very good condition, and he has his schematic here. Somebody has even marked the battery wires. This one's the negative side, and then they marked the other one, the positive side. And it has the little wooden blocks to part your batteries and set them in there and keep them stable. And so he has his coils for his bell and most all of his wiring. So everything is pretty much here, but it has to be totally redesigned and rewired because it won't be used the same way it was when this telephone was in service years and years ago. So it's a very nice example of a Kellogg wooden wall telephone. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with this telephone. So I want to show you first of all the corner that was broken up top on this left corner. And so that has been repaired. We also installed a new receiver inside the receiver capsule. We went through and put a new microphone in the transmitter here, so that has a new microphone. We installed a bell clapper cover, so that's been taken care of. And the telephone was totally rewired the way we need it to work. And We went through and created a bell circuit so that when you get a call, the bells will ring. And we also created a circuit that when you crank the telephone and ring the bells, it does not backfeed any voltage into the telephone line. So all that has been taken care of. We also installed a modular port so that Jeff can simply walk up to this telephone and bring a modular line inside and plug it right in. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that real quick. I want to open up the telephone and kind of give you a look at what's going on here and show you the inside. And a network board has been installed. We are ready to do our final checks now. So what we can do is we'll ring the telephone with a crank one more time. And then we can go ahead and use the analyzer to ring the telephone like you were getting a call. We'll let that go a few times. Give you some dial tone. Now we can move the telephone line over to a regular line, and we'll call a time and temp number, and we'll use a tone dialer since this telephone does not have a keypad in it. Give you some dial tone.
Short drive away. Offenburg Body Center, 234-0330. Today is Monday, September 24th. The time is 11:19. Current temperature 66 degrees. Now the Belleville area weather forecast. Showers and scattered thunderstorms overnight, lows around 60. Mostly cloudy Tuesday. Chance of a shower to thunderstorm, high in the low 80s.
And we know there will be plenty of volume for this receiver capsule. Now that this telephone has been repaired and converted, we can get this back to Jeff and he can start enjoying it. It's just a really great example of a Kellogg wooden wall, and it had a few issues, but we got everything taken care of, and it's just going to be a great telephone. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.